You know, it genuinely pisses me off that if you just search MBTI on the internet, the top result that shows up is the link to 16 personalities. And the reason it pisses me off so much is because this fucking website has literally nothing to do with MBTI. And throughout this video, I'm going to tell you why that is. First off, let's start with the basics. We have to go over this before we begin the main topic. What is MBTI? MBTI is a theory which divides people into 16 different personality types. A major concept of MBTI is cognitive functions. There's 8 cognitive functions which tell us how we perceive info from the outside world and how we process that info. MBTI suggests that each type has a different function stack. A function stack explains how these 8 cognitive functions are arranged in accordance to the individual's ability to use them. In simple language, this is the function stack of an ENTP. The function that's at the top is the function the ENTP uses the most and excels at. And the function that's at the bottom is the function that ENTPs use the least, and they absolutely suck at it. So how all these types use these functions is what tells us what each type is all about. That's MBTI in a nutshell. Now let's move over to the main topic. Why this website sucks ass. Check this out. Go to its homepage and click on Take the Test. Read what it states here. Free Personality Test, NERIS, NERIS Type Explorer. What is NERIS supposed to mean? To know that, hover over the Resources tab and click Theory. Now scroll down. Keep scrolling because there's a long way to go. Here it states, with our NERIS model, we've combined the best of both worlds. We use the acronym format introduced by Myers-Briggs for its simplicity and convenience. However, unlike Myers-Briggs or other theories based on the Jungian model, we have not incorporated Jungian concepts such as cognitive functions, or their prioritization. Jungian concepts are very difficult to measure and validate scientifically, so we've instead chosen to rework and rebalance the dimensions of personality called the Big Five personality traits, a model that dominates modern psychological and social research. Boom, and the truth is out. So, basically what the guys at 16P have done is that they took the Big Five traits and they replaced each scale with 5 scales of their own, with 2 letters at each end. A scale with 2 opposite results at each end is called a dichotomy, in case you didn't know that now, you know. So the trait extroversion is replaced with introvert-extrovert dichotomy, obviously. Openness is replaced with intuition and sensing dichotomy. If you score high on openness, the results will tell you are an intuitive, and if you don't, you'd be a sensor. That's also why this site describes most of the sensing types as significantly dumber compared to intuitives. Agreeableness scale is replaced with thinking and feeling scale. If you are high on agreeableness, you'd be a feeling type, and vice versa. Conscientiousness is replaced with judging and perceiving scale. And since MBTI types only have 4-letter names, and there are 5 Big Five traits, they added a 5th dichotomy to the equation called the assertive and turbulent scale, denoted by letters A and T. A and T scale is used to measure neuroticism. This is what has been going on from the start. I'm sorry to break it to those people who pride themselves on their 16P result. You know those of you on Instagram and TikTok who write INFPT in their bio. Listen to me. You are not an INFP. I mean, you might or might not be one, but if you're basing it off of just the 16P test result, it's probably wrong. Here's what your test result really means. If you're an INFPT, it means that you rank low on extroversion, high on openness, high on agreeableness, low on conscientiousness, and high on neuroticism. That's it. 16 personalities leads people to think they are learning about their MBTI type when instead it's just a dumbed-down version of the Big Five test. And I say dumbed down because it sucks even as a Big Five assessment for 4 reasons. Number 1. Your Big Five results are supposed to change over time. The Big Five traits are dynamic in nature. The whole point of Big Five is that an individual can see where he's lacking, so then he can improve upon that particular trait. So, it is completely natural and common to see a change in someone's scores on the Big Five. But in MBTI, it is not supposed to happen. Your MBTI type doesn't change. But since this motherfucking test is a Big Five test, you may get completely different results every time you take it, which leads people to think that MBTI is a shallow and stupid theory, which it's actually not. Hence, it can be concluded that 16P is one of the biggest culprits responsible for giving MBTI a bad name. Number 2. Most people in this world score average on almost all traits, meaning there are less people in the world who are complete extroverts or complete introverts. Most people fall somewhere in the middle on all of the traits, but this bitch-ass site cannot accept that according to 16P, you can either be an extrovert or an introvert, not an ambivert. Number 3. In Big Five, each trait has 6 subtraits, like neuroticism, for example, which is denoted by assertive and turbulent dichotomy on this site, consists of 6 facets, including anxiety, anger, depression, self-consciousness, immoderation, and vulnerability. These subtraits or facets are a big part of the Big Five, but on 16P there ain't no such thing. Number 4. And last but not least, the questions on this site are vague as fuck, hence proven it is a total failure even as a Big Five assessment. So, at this point, I think I've made myself quite clear why everyone should boycott this website, or at least know what you're getting yourself into. The fact that this website typed Ben Shapiro and INTJ blows my fucking mind. This dude is the literal embodiment of inferior FI. TE DOMs who have inferior FI attack people's personal beliefs, values, and opinions in favor of objective facts. That's Ben Shapiro in a nutshell, a classic unhealthy ESTJ. Some folks type him ENTJ. I disagree. Maybe I'll make another video on that too in the future, but I'm not going to talk about it now. Now you know this website sucks. Anyone who disagrees, show them this video, and please learn about cognitive functions and type yourself correctly.